Hello.
Hi, how are
How
you?
are you? I'm well. How about yourself? How are you?
Pretty well.
Good. You are beautiful. I just want to say you're so pretty.
Same thing I want to say. I've watched your many videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It's a long time I wanted to talk with you because you're so pretty and nice.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Do you also do YouTube?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an educational channel.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's English, I assume.
Yes,
That is awesome. That's so cool. That's why I love cambly because I know a lot of people can't afford it. It's expensive in some places. And I
yes,
love that people like you will share it to help other people
yes.
so that they can benefit. I just think it's so awesome. I love it.
And
So let me ask you, what is your name? I should have asked you that first.
my name is Shaheen,
Shaheen. Okay. And where are you from?
India,
All right, great. Can I ask you what area in India do you live?
Maharashtra.
Okay. Okay.
Have you been
My
to India?
I have not, no. The only place I've been outside the US was Saudi Arabia, actually.
Okay.
Kind of an interesting vacation, but it was a lot of fun and I learned a lot of things. But India is on my bucket list because my dad used to visit India when he was a resident in medical school. He would visit back and forth in India and he loved it. So it's on my bucket list.
Sure. Whenever you'll come to know how I'll when you will visit India, how I'll come to know. I'll welcome you.
I'll give you a call. You can be my tour guide. I
Sure.
will I will appreciate that. So you said you've been teaching English for years, right?
No, I do not teach English. It's
Okay.
my own school. So
Okay.
I'm working in management department, administration department. So I have teachers and teaching staff, non-teaching staff. So they are working. I also want to teach, but honestly, I do not get time. Sometimes I try to teach on class, but it was not possible for me because sometimes I get phone calls, someone come to meet me, and it was avoidable. So I thought that it's not a good idea to disturb students.
Right, right. Well, your English is beautiful. You speak very, very well. So I don't know how I can help you.
No, today I book lesson for 15 minutes only, but today I just want to ask you a few things and then I'll book lesson for actually my plan is 30 minutes 3 days a week. So we will decide some topics and I can learn.
Absolutely, of course. Absolutely. Sure. So you said, did you have a question today that you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I want to improve my English like C1, C2 level. So how can you help me with it? Another thing, I want to improve my pronunciations. So I think I work on it quite a lot,
Yeah.
but I think I pick little bit. So yeah, the both the things. And one more thing, I expect from my tutor to correct my grammatical mistakes as soon as I finish my sentence, or at least before finishing our lesson, means 2 3 minutes before.
Yeah,
Means I should understand what mistakes I'm making.
of course.
So
Yeah. It won't really be helpful otherwise. I usually keep right here with me on my computer a little note card and I write the mistakes that I hear. And then usually at the end, I'll say, okay, I heard this problem and this problem and this problem. But I usually wait till the end because I hate interrupting people. Like,
yes.
wait, let me tell you what you did wrong. I hate doing that. So I usually wait if that's okay with you. um,
A few lessons are there. I think advanced English lessons are there on cambly. Mm, I have seen that IELTS and advanced and for beginners, different lessons are there.
mhm.
So I think next time we will do it.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't think I've ever done the advanced lessons on Cambly, so we'll be looking at them together. Most people, of course, here, they don't speak so fluently like you. So most people are more the beginner lessons. But I'll look at them. Cambly's curriculum, I think it's pretty good. I think it's helpful. But I think sometimes it's not very helpful, like for you, because you're so advanced. It's hard to find ways to improve once you get to a certain point. It's like, okay, now what? Now what do I do? Now where do I go? And you're doing the most helpful thing right now. Of course, conversation is great. I think it's helpful. I don't think studying vocabulary is going to be very helpful for you at this point. Studying grammar is not going to be
but I think if I keep speaking, I'll improve myself because I don't have people to speak with in my area, or I don't have English speaking friends in my town.
Right.
So I thought it's better to keep talking with the native speakers to improve.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, I agree with that. With pronunciation, personally, I think your pronunciation is really good. There's a few words, of course, where I can hear your accent. Maybe you would be interested in this. One thing that I do on Cambly is I'm an accent coach in my city. So separate from Cambly, I teach at a local school doing accent coaching, because here in my city, I live in Georgia in the US, and we have a lot of people who live here who only speak Spanish because we're close to the southern border. So we have a lot of people moving here from South America, Mexico. So a lot of people are learning English, and a lot of people want help with their accents. So I do accent coaching, which is basically just fluency in terms of your accent, blending words, figuring out why we talk the way we do, why we blend the words together the way that we do. And I do that with more advanced people because it's not really helpful for, intermediate or beginner or anything. But I do that, and I love helping people with that. But like I said, I think your accent is beautiful. I think it's really good.
I worked on my accent. I wanted a neutral accent. So before joining Cambly, I had joined accent reduction course. And on Cambly, I practiced accent reduction little bit with British tutors.
Okay.
Because I'm working in education field. So Indian education field follow British English. So in the beginning, I took lesson from British tutors, but now I'm taking lesson from all tutors like Americans, Australian, Canadian, because I want to communicate with them, means they should understand me clearly. And I also want to check myself, can I understand them clearly?
Yes, absolutely. So you prefer like a neutral American accent, or do you have a preference?
Just neutral accent.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I was going to ask you, what was I going to ask you? I had a question. Okay, tell me. I'll remember the question. It was important. I'll remember it. Tell me how long you've been studying, and what methods are you using right now to help you? Because, I mean, what can you do at this point?
Honestly, I'll tell you, I'm always busy with my school work and other things, so I didn't get enough time after my schooling and my college. I've studied in my local language, so there was means I had studied English from my schooling, but it was a subject, and our teachers focus on writing part, not on spoken part, like all non-native countries do, I think. And after lockdown, I wanted to improve my English, but I was not getting enough time. So after lockdown, I had free time. So since that time, I've started working on my communication skill. So first thing I did, I listen a lot, and especially when I was listening, I chose British, American, Canadian, and Australian consciously because I wanted to understand them clearly.
That's good.
And after listening, then sometime I just keep in mind some phrases. I keep in mind, and I use those phrases as it is instead of learning vocabulary.
That's good.
So I thought when I tried to learn some individual words, it was not easy for me to use in my conversation. So whole phrase, it was a good idea for me to use.
Yes.
And when I was listening different accent, now I can understand each and every accent, and I think tutors are able to understand me as well.
Yeah, 100%. I can definitely understand you. For sure. Also, little correction. When you're listening to different accents, you said when I'm listening different accents.
Yes.
Put the two in there. When I'm listening to.
That I want.
Listening for me, I speak English and Spanish, and that's really the only. I'm trying to learn other languages, but for me with Spanish, listening is like so unhelpful for me because I'm a very passive listener. I don't really pay attention, and somebody will talk for 5 minutes and then I say, "Oh, what did they just say? What did I just listen to for 5 minutes?" It's not helpful for me. So if you're an active listener, that's great. And you can like actively pay attention and really gain stuff from that. That's awesome because I usually don't recommend it to people because I'm like all over the place when I listen to things. So I don't even try. But that's awesome that works for you. That's really great. Do you listen like podcasts? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, I was asking, do you listen to like podcasts? What do you listen to?
I watch few videos. Podcast, I use it rarely, not much.
Yeah.
I watch a few videos. Means every day I listen something.
That's good.
Without fail.
So have you improved like this mostly on your own? Because I know that you said you don't have a lot of chance to speak with natives in your area. So have you improved this way mostly by yourself, or I'm sure you've been speaking for years, but what has been your strategy? No?
No.
Don't say that. No, you're going to embarrass me. How long have you been speaking?
Just little bit, not that much.
You embarrass me. Oh my gosh.
No. Honestly.
That is incredible. I am very impressed. You clearly are gifted. So you speak English, you speak your language. Do you speak anything else, or do you want to learn other languages?
Hindi, Marathi, okay. My local languages.
Okay, got it. I have a random question really quickly. Are there many different dialects for Hindi?
Yes,
India.
So many.
Okay, that's what
many.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I think it's a beautiful language. It's one that I'd love to learn, but I think I would be hopeless. Like, I don't know. I would have all these different accents I would have to figure out. I think I would be hopeless. All right. I was just curious. I had to know. All right. It was so nice to talk to you. It was so wonderful to meet you.
Me too. I'll message you before booking lesson. So if your schedule is not open, please you send me request.
Absolutely. And if you don't see a time that works for you, send me a message because I have some other free time.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.